test today. And that is if I need to do the first 2 gates in the lift shaft at all, or if I can just clip through through the first gate right at the beginning and get through that way. So let me get there. So this is probably going to be a pretty short video because it's just this one specific test. They keep putting me in that wall. It's annoying. So the question is, can I get into the elevator by clipping through here? Maybe by climbing on something up here, it might let me through. And if I can't do it this way, I'm going to try to skip just the first gate and get through the second gate. See if that's viable. Okay, so I can clip into it, but I can't hit the button. Okay, so I do need to do... I cannot skip all of these. This probably wouldn't be faster, but it would be really funny if it turned out you could climb the entire thing all the way up. Interesting. So I couldn't scan over here first, and I moved over here and it let me scan, and then I moved back over here and it didn't let me. It did let me scan. I gotta get not scared of standing on open air, because I'm in VR. Nothing can hurt me, and I'm a ghost. Did I get higher? No, I got lower. Okay, so you can clip in, but there's no point in doing so, because then you're just in here with a button that doesn't work. And also, I was watching my first experimentation video, which didn't upload correctly the first time, so I uploaded it again. So that is now available in the playlist if you want to see it. an unlisted video, but it's in the playlist, so you can watch it that way. I'm not sure if it's going to let me click through here. And in that one, I accidentally recorded the game footage instead of Steam VR's footage, so you can't see the bounds like I intended you to be able to. But I think it doesn't capture the glitchiness if I'm recording that way. But it does when in Steam VR. At least I think it does. Anyway, I've seen some glitchiness in some recordings, and this right now is being very glitchy, so if you can see the glitchiness, then we know it's capturing it if I recorded it correctly. But yeah. So anyway. Yeah, so it does not let me clip through this door, as far as I can tell. I haven't found a clip anyway. She's up there. Okay, so I guess we will never find out. Maybe if I get on top of this thing. What's back here? I'm inside the pipe. Okay, I'm well inside a rock now. Which means it won't let me use my tools, but... Actually, that's a good question. Okay, what I was hoping for that didn't work. Actually, that was weird. Did you see that? What I was hoping for is that if you saved while you were out of bounds, that it might let you consider yourself in bounds again. I'm sitting on the floor, by the way, if you're wondering why. Some things look weird, like, well, I'm moving weird. Okay, I'm well and fully trapped inside this thing. It's not letting me go either way. That's right, the checkpoint is inside this store. We found that out last time, last experimentation video. And there you can see the effect of it loading up the dots. So let me try this. So I'm out of bounds here, I can't use my tools, but I can reload last checkpoint. And it puts me inside the fence, but then lets me move outside. Yeah. So this fence does not appear to be clippable. I've done the things that would let me clip on the other side, and it's not letting me do that. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, I don't know why this stopped working. What? Let me through. Okay, so that was weird. I don't know why it let me through that time. But anyway, I assume this is going to have the same issue. This trick has been pretty consistent, so that's frustrating that it wasn't this time. That was the correct crack, right? Yeah. Man, this trick has been very consistent for the past few days. So that's annoying. My consistent trick has stopped working. Why has my consistent trick stopped working? Okay, well, I guess the important part of this experiment wasn't to get this trick to work. It was to see if the button will let me push it without me pushing the first button. So if it doesn't let me through here, I'll just do the intended strat. What? Man, that would suck, 'cause that would be a very late run killer if that kills runs. Okay, I guess I'll do the intended strat so I can test my button. I also need to get better at setting the aperture where I want it, because like sometimes I'll accidentally hit like this side with my thumb, and then I'm stuck with the small aperture until I can fix it. And it's kind of like not the best ergonomically for my hand. I don't know what happened there. I think it was just too close to the wall. Actually, can I reach that? That's my edge right there. Oh, I guess I could try walking back. Like, this doesn't really matter because I have, in theory, a consistent skip on the other side. Okay. That one let me hit it. Was I maybe hitting it wrong the first time? I should have tested to see if it would let me take the elevator after doing that. Because I do not actually know if it would or not. That's weird. It's letting me scan where I would think I would be considered out of bounds. Okay, that didn't actually get me anything. Okay, there's just like 2 layers of rock there, so it's confused. Like, there's probably a fastest way to do it, and it's probably from the sides. Oh wait, did you hear that? It gave me the sound of stepping in here, even though it considers me to be out of bounds. So the trick with the first gate is pretty easy, because you just gotta keep climbing the fence, and it lets you, and then at some point it considers you to be on the other side. Okay. So, is it where I'm standing? So on that one, when it let me do it, I was standing here. And for all I know, I still need to hit the first one to get this one to work. So I think what I did here last time is I was standing inside the door, which puts me in the checkpoint. Okay, so it is a load last checkpoint thing that sometimes works. Why did this trick stop working is really frustrating. Because this was really consistent in my last several runs. Okay, it's doing the split thing again. Is that actually caused by this little particle here? Like it's scanning that? I don't know. That is like a weird thing that has done in a few different places. I know that way is pretty fast, but I'm kind of curious if there is a shortcut back through here. Maybe all of this is completely useless because maybe this gate will kill me on the way out. Okay, so final notes. It is possible to skip hitting that thing, but there are so many things that could go wrong that is almost definitely not worth it. Actually, here's another thing that I was thinking of. So we know if I get up here so that I can get off the elevator a little bit earlier, when I get out of the elevator, it keeps raising up until the elevator stops. So I'm wondering if I managed to get on one of these, which might not be possible. But if I did, if it would keep raising me up so I could like multiply the climbing. I do know that this is out of bounds, so it's not going to let me. So none of these appear to have surfaces that can be climbed on. So if I could keep getting little bits of height. It doesn't let me cut through here. So it's probably not faster, but it might be. Because it has a barrier here. So I can't cut through here, which would definitely be faster if I could. It's weird that chapter select puts you in darkness. Yeah, it's just letting me go firmly outside of that wall over there, but it's like they double built this wall. See, now I'm behind the real wall, but I'm in front of the second wall. That's why it's letting me do things? I don't know. I don't entirely know how they did collision in this game. Hair in my mouth. Yeah. But this wall is annoying because it's so close to the stairs. Okay, let me test to see if that crack works properly if I go this way first. Okay, this is really frustrating. This was super easy to pull off just a few days ago. Like, it'd be really funny if they patched it, because I know they haven't touched this game in years, and I don't think they were like, oh, we should patch this one bug that's being used in the speedrun. But if that's what it is, that's really funny. Why is this suddenly so much harder? It's letting me scan through here. Why isn't it letting me teleport through here? Because normally places where I can scan, I can teleport. I just reloaded the last checkpoint and it didn't do anything. Did I do it wrong? Come on. Because it was letting me through so easily. Just a few days ago. Several times it would let me through really easily. I'm just like fully sitting on the floor now. Okay, that's the trick. That's the trick. There's a rock that you can teleport through, so you have to turn farther right. You know, stand up. Okay. Everyone see that, class? So you don't teleport to the floor as soon as you can see the floor. You keep climbing up this rock a bit. What the hell? There are things I really want to get like high-res scans of, but because they're glitches, they're not letting me put things, so. I should step out of the glitch because the glitch causes it to get weird. So it's like they put two rocks there that overlap with each other. Would that get you anything? I don't know, let's try that. I know I said I was only going to do a few things today, and I've done them. But I guess now... Okay, I got behind this... No, did I get behind the rock? I got behind the scaffolding. What's back there? Nothing. So that up there is the final bridge, the worst bridge. Is there a way to get there faster? Can I climb these rocks? There are no footholds on this rock at all. It's annoying. So this is where that stupid shortcut that didn't do anything that I found last time would end up taking you if you fell. Come on. So there's just nothing here. Most of these, like, even though they don't get you anywhere, they do give you things that you can climb on. Okay, so here we finally have some things we can climb on. But not that much. Because if I can get over there, maybe I can skip having to climb that thing fully. But probably not, because there's not enough footholds here for this to be a reasonable way to climb. Huh. You see how glitchy it's getting? It's mad that I'm this close to being in a rock. So this probably wouldn't be viable in a speedrun anyway, because it does not consider any of these to be footholds. Interesting. That's the rock face that, like, we can't scan it because we're behind it. So apparently there's a second rock face that they modeled, and then they put the other rock face in front of it. Perhaps to prevent people from going this way. Or also, quite likely, because it was easier to not take it out. Okay, so there's nothing useful there for a speedrun. There's fun stuff you can do. You can do whatever you want. You are an adult. What's back here? Just a weird little hole in the rock. See that? I'm trying to step up there, but it's letting me step behind this rock, which is not its normal behavior when there's a rock face that I'm clipping through. So, I don't think there are any shortcuts that we can find by clipping through the rocks or by climbing up the rocks on this side. I know there's one they do in the non-VR one that I should probably try. There was something I noticed in the river that only happens if you're using the material scanner. And I know that if I load the chapter before the river, I don't have the material scanner, so maybe I can walk back there. There's also, I was watching some newer runs, and they have a more consistent version of the world records version of the run, where you can despawn the water. And maybe I should see if that works in VR. Is it really not going to let me back on land? Oh, there we go. So somewhere in this area before you get to the boat, there is some metal on the wall. Oh, yeah, there we go. So not even metal, it's the material that's inside the thing. Inside the ceiling, and it's pointing up here. Let's see if holding the trigger and pointing. Okay, so I do actually need to do the controls there, but the controls there, I don't need to be in the boat to do that. I just gotta do the actual thing. So this is weird, right? Why is that there? And I haven't seen anything else like it. What's that? It's not water. Okay, this is something else I wanted to try, which is... Okay, never mind, I hit the wrong button. I wanted to see if the trick that we use in... Where'd you go? The trick that we use for chasm skip works in other places where it's obviously not actually useful, because for most of the rest of the map you're moving in the other direction, you're moving up, but I want to see if it works, so you can save while you're down there. I'm still falling. Did you see that there's a little teleport thing right at the bottom? Okay, so I'm at the bottom of the map, apparently. This is really funny. And it keeps bringing up boat control. That is really funny to me. The thing is, like, it's not giving me any ground to land on, but I'm clearly standing on something. So now you can see what these look like. Anyway, I am falling forever. I'm dead. So I think, like, a lot of these... Hold the trigger and point to move the boat. Okay. So a lot of times when you have things like these are just like actual cracks in the thing, but other times it's just cracks in the mesh, maybe? I don't know. Anyway. I think this part of the river counts as the lake, because I remember falling it and it yelling at me. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. But this is shallow, so I'm standing like on top of it. I'm not falling into it yet. Oh, okay. That wall doesn't exist. Okay. So maybe I can cut from here to there. But I think what I would rather do is cut from there to there. So, okay, so that's how you get that. But if you do it here, then you only get this section. What is that? I don't even know what that is. And we have the double wall thing happening here again. So we got that wall, we have a second wall. Is this some sort of shortcut? What is that? Or maybe that was just for some sort of marking. So we got a double wall. We have this weird structure here. And now I'm in the water. It thinks I'm in the water. Okay, so... I'm not in the water anymore. I'm on dry land. I'm clearly standing significantly above the water at this point. Okay, where the hell am I now? Well, I'm not in the water anymore. I am above the water line. So I don't know why it thinks... Okay, is that an indication that I have triggered the despawn the water if you save trick? Yes. Okay, so that's how you can tell if you've despawned the water, is if it starts treating everything as water. But also this means if I go in here, I fall. So that's interesting. So the two tricks are mutually exclusive. It's really hard to read this menu when you're dead. So if you trigger that, you can't step over the edge anymore, but you will reload the water if you... Because what I want to try to do is see if I have the other version of this glitch, how far I can get that way and climb out. What's going on over there? Are we still in a double wall? See how much higher above the ground it's putting the stepping thing? Maybe that's unusual. Okay, so that is just the big room. It didn't look like the big room before because the stars were not visible. In some of these spots, it would just let me fall through, it looks like. So perhaps as soon as you get the good version of this glitch, you're going to want to do the safe thing, which is run straight down the middle. See, there's double walls all over here. Look at this, this is weird. Can I get back in the boat at this point? So I know every time that I have triggered the quote good version of the glitch in a run. Weird. Okay, so I can get back in the boat when the water has despawned. Which I wonder, can I clip through the wall in the boat? Probably not. Yeah. Okay. It's like, no, you cannot stay on the boat. You're on land. But also now, it's not letting me move at all. Okay. What are all of these dots for? Oh, that must be a fucking lake. So, the river is down there, and there were cracks here that I could fall through. Is there a shortcut through here? No, it's considering me out of bounds, so probably not. You see that? Okay, it's weird that it loaded all of that, because I loaded last checkpoint from before this. Okay, so where was our crack that we fell through before? So I think this one's too far. We won't be able to reach the river from here. Okay, so there's a double wall here. It's like, okay, no, you're immediately out of bounds, so you cannot use the full scan. Because, like, if there's a glitch here that lets us fall down into the river, we would skip all of that entire room, which is a fairly fast room because you take the inner edge. But that crack is too forward. Are there any other cracks in the wall? Like, it really feels like this is supposed to be telling us something. Like, it feels like an Easter egg, but I'm not seeing anything it could be indicating. I wonder if that material is supposed to be salt. Using the material scanner and getting white and that having it fall off. Because I know I've been in salt mines before. And a lot of times there's like salt above water like this. So now I'm outside and the water hasn't despawned. So maybe now I can get some answers here. Okay, the water despawned, so now I'm fucked. So let's get inside. Am I falling? I think I'm falling. Yeah. So I was hoping I could stand inside the river was when that happened. And this is almost certainly nothing. I'm probably not going to find anything doing this. Is the water despawned already? It's not letting me move from somewhere that is very clearly in bounds. What I'm hearing is you don't mess with the string or you'll run. Okay. Okay, that didn't despawn the water ahead of time. And this is where it killed me last time when I was at the boat and it decided nothing worked anymore. Is this something useful? This bit of land here. And see, the boat's following me again. They have managed to make this part of the game really creepy. The prettiest part of the game, where nothing bad happens to you, really creepy if you do not get in the boat and then the boat starts following you. I suspect this is salt. It's over a river. It's falling on you, you can't scan it. So if the water hasn't despawned, can I get there? Because if that's consistent, that's huge. Okay, so we're at the start of the river. Which way are we facing? I need to learn what direction I'm facing when I do the reload checkpoints. Oh, that's right, because I don't have a material scanner right now. See, because I didn't get a scan ahead of time, I'm doing this completely blind. Oh no, I'm back in the lake. Gotta go that way. Now, if I were in the lake, the ghost would be getting me. Something else is going on. Okay, so eventually you fall off the edge of the world. Okay, so here I am with material scanner. And there is the end. So let's walk back. Gonna save here. This is the beginning of the proper boat area. Save. Okay, so this is the beginning. So what I'm going to do is hold my arm out here to the side to see if I can get the scan going. And once I can, I'm going to take a big scan. And then once I have the big scan, I'm going to try to clip. Okay, so I triggered the wrong version of the thing. I triggered the quote good version, which is the wrong version for what I'm trying to do. Okay, so if I'm standing here facing this, what I want to do is go straight forward until I hit the mines, which I will not be able to see if it's a real run. Is this side of the wall more fake? Because I know it was before we entered the thing. So if I can get out of here, if it lets me through. you gotta avoid this to avoid going back into the river. Okay. So it decided I died right there. Oh, it's because I have the map still open. That was being weird. Okay, so that is annoying that it's incompatible with the good version of the thing, because it'll switch between them, and if I'm in the river when it switches, then I'm safe no matter what it does. But I'm not going to want to be in the river. I'm going to want to do this cut across. So I'm going to want to stay in the river until we get to that, until we get to this area, where there's the big chunk of land. So the first room with the salt on the ceiling. We get to the first room with the salt on the ceiling. Then we can cut across to the end of the river, as long as the water does not despawn. Okay, so here, we're in the first big room with the salt on the ceiling. I'm going to wait for our scanner to work. I'm going to get up here. I'm going to try to scan through the wall. I'm going to scan the far area. I'm going to switch to... Oh, we cannot switch to material mode yet. So we're completely screwed because it's blue. Okay, so we can see it as we get closer. It's too dark to see early on, but we can see it when we get closer when we do this. Okay, so that could be a huge skip. I'm gonna have to try that in a run. Oh, and now it's giving me that bug that I've seen before where it doesn't load the mine. So last checkpoint, it has decided the last checkpoint when I get to the end of the river is the beginning of the river. So instead, let's try load game. Okay, so at some point it's loading the mine and I didn't hit that point. And that's just the end of the world. It's like the world ends there. That is incredibly sad. Yeah. Yeah, there hasn't been a new build, so... and I didn't think there was. That was just a... See what it's doing? That's weird. So I've mentioned this before. There are places where if you don't do something, it won't show you markers on the map. And that's how you can tell. That's how you can fucking tell. It's huge. Okay, so last checkpoint is there. But I need to go back. Okay, so the loading zone for the mines is right here at the start of the lake. Okay, I'm gonna end there.